Took us from quite sad, because we were quite disappointed and distressed when the neighbours pulled out, to suddenly within a few days not have only sold the house that quickly, but for a considerable sum more than we'd agreed.
To be honest, before you I was running in the dark.
I finished working a few years ago and we holidayed down the coast here south of Sydney for a weekend or a couple of day trips and fell in love with the place. Would have loved to have been able to keep the home in Sydney and rent it out or do whatever, but funds became short, so the decision was pretty simple, to be honest. We've lived in that Roy's area for all our lives. It's a name we've seen around for a long time because it's a family business that's been in the industry for a long time. Gave Roy a call. He was very friendly, very cooperative, and could come and see me, I think, the next day. The moment Roy walked out the door, after no commitment from us apart from consider what you've said, a neighbour made an offer. We went with that to start with. And the neighbours took probably 5 or 6 weeks to try and organise finances, and in the end the sale fell through with them. And it just so happened on that morning when he told me we can't go ahead with the sale, I got a text from Roy. So I picked up the phone and rang him and said, "Mate, the sale's fallen through, what can you do for me?" What attracted me to Roy was his honesty and that he was a local. I probably spoke to him mid-morning or around lunchtime that day. He said, "Look, leave it with me. I can get you those numbers that we talked about." Things progressed very quickly. The next afternoon he had 2 contracts out with prospective buyers. We had an offer that was already considerably over what we had agreed with the neighbour. But he said, "Look, don't take it because I can get you more." What he loves is the negotiation, the to and fro, and to make both the seller and the buyer happy is like his whole goal. It took all in all 3 days maybe 4 from the time he texted me the morning that the deal had fallen through. So it was all done and dusted so fast. Definitely I would recommend Roy. Believe what he says because he knows his business extremely well. He's an honest person. If he says he can do something for you, he can. And it's as simple as that. Once he came into the situation, it just flowed so smoothly, so quickly.